How was the Great Famine different from other famines? Have you ever wondered how one of the darkest chapters in Irish history stands apart from other famines? The Great Famine, also known as the Great Hunger or in Gorta, is a significant event that shaped Ireland and its people. Let's take a closer look at what made this famine unique. First, the Great Famine took place in a country that was part of the most economically advanced region of the world during the 19th century. Ireland was under British rule, yet the rural poor relied heavily on a single crop, the potato. This dependence was far greater than in other regions that faced famines. When the potato crop failed due to a disease called Phytophthora infestans, millions were left facing starvation and disease. Unlike other famines that might stem from a single bad harvest or a short-term weather event, the Great Famine lasted for several years. Between 1845 and 1849, the potato crop failed repeatedly. This meant that people had little to no chance to recover between harvests. What makes this famine even more striking is that while the local population was starving, large quantities of food, including grain and livestock, continued to be exported from Ireland to Britain. This aspect is often highlighted when discussing the causes and effects of the Great Famine. It paints a picture of a country in crisis, yet still exporting food. The scale of death and emigration during the Great Famine was unprecedented. Approximately 1 million people died from starvation and disease, and over 1 million more left Ireland, many never to return. The population of Ireland dropped dramatically, with some towns losing more than half their residents. This mass migration had long-lasting effects on Irish society and culture. While other famines in Irish history, like the Great Frost of 1739 to 1741, were also devastating, they did not compare in scale. The Great Frost saw hundreds of thousands die due to extreme weather and food shortages, but the Great Famine of the 1840s was on a much larger scale. For travelers in Ireland today, the legacy of the Great Famine is visible in many ways. Abandoned cottages, famine memorials, and stories passed down through generations serve as reminders of this tragic period. The famine shaped modern Ireland's relationship with emigration, agriculture, and food security. Understanding the Great Famine helps visitors appreciate the resilience of the Irish people. It also explains why certain regions, especially in the West and South, have fewer people today. Many Irish families can trace their roots back to ancestors who left during the famine, making the diaspora a central part of Irish identity. In summary, the Great Famine was different from other famines due to its duration, the scale of suffering, the continued export of food during the crisis, and its lasting impact on Ireland's population and global diaspora. These factors make it a defining event in Irish history and a key part of the story travelers encounter while exploring the country.